Okay, this is the first example in which we have parentheses. So when you get something like this, the first thing you have to do is to distribute. So we are going to multiply the 2 into this parentheses. So that's going to give us 2 times x, which is 2x, and then 2 times plus 7, which is plus 14, is equal to 20. Okay, so the first step was to do the parentheses, multiply the parentheses out. The second step then is to make sure our x terms are on one side of the equation, and anything that doesn't have an x, all the pieces that don't have an x, are together on the other side of the equation. Now, there's only one x term this time around, the 2x, that's the only x term, so let's keep it where it is, and make sure that we have all the other terms on the other side of the equal sign. And in this case, that means moving the plus 14 across. Okay, the plus 14 doesn't have an x in it, so it can't stay with the x. Remember, the x pieces have to be separate, and the pieces without x's have to be separate. So we're going to move that plus 14 across. And that's going to give us, 2x. And then the only other thing that we had here was the plus 14. It's gone now, so it's going to be 2x is equal to 20. And we move the 14 across. Now remember, when you move it from one side to the other, you change its sign. So plus 14 is now going to become minus 14. You change the number in front of the piece that you're moving. You're moving plus 14, change the sign in front of that, it becomes minus 14. And from here on, and it's pretty simple what to do, you just tidy up each side. 2x, 20 minus 14 is 6. Finally divide both sides by whatever is in front of x. In this case, 2. The 2's will cancel, so you have x is equal to 3. Okay, and now at this point we're fully into this shortcut mode. If you want to understand the basis behind solving fraction, or at least behind solving equations, you've got to go back to earlier, right at the examples we did right at the start of the year. This is a shortcut that's developed for speed, and it takes you to the right answer quickly and very efficiently. Okay, so stick with it. If you're finding them tough, come back and look at the video again, see if you can follow it. If there's a line that you can't follow, just make a note of that and let me know, ask me in class, and I'll try and help you out. I think the biggest problem that people have here, it's hard to get used to it, is if something changes sides. Okay, in other words, in this case, the plus 14 moves across. If you change sides, you have to change the sign in front of the piece that's moving. Okay, so we started off with plus 14, and we moved it across to the other side where the numbers are. And if you move it across, if it changes sides, you have to change its sign. So hopefully that helps. Okay, and there are more examples to come. Thank you.